Yes?
Good day, helmeted heralds. I'm Unsilent, and we're on the air with more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic to the Sith Lords. Episode 67 of KOTOR 2. Thanks for tuning in. Last time out, we escaped Korriban, barely, and then we had a chat, long one with HK actually, about killing Sith Lords. Probably should have used that to go, like, right on over to see Kreia, but anyway, I figured we'd chat with the Handmaiden first. We didn't chat with the Handmaiden in the last episode. Her and Kreia, the only ones we didn't chat with in the last episode, so we're going to chat with them and then bugger on off back to Dxun, where Colonel Tobin wants to get a hold of us, so... I haven't asked this one in a while. Maybe this was behind an influence check and I just don't remember. Well, I mean, she's wearing robes for the first time in forever.
They are. These robes belong to my mother.
Do I not remember this? I don't remember this. They belong to your mother. Who was she?
She was the one my father followed to war. She was a Jedi. I never knew her. There is no absence of presence when there was nothing there to begin with. I miss only that I never knew her at all, and what it was about her that caused my father to follow her to war.
Okay. I can't get any farther. That's disappointing. What was I gonna... I was going to draw the Luke and Leia parallel. How they retcon... Well, I mean, George kind of retconned that. At least to the point where nothing that Leia said in episode 6 made any damn sense relative to episode 3. I mean, George couldn't have let her live. Just, she disappeared. Oh, no, people are pissed off. Oh, well, she disappears off screen. It's like, Anyway, other questions.
You may ask.
Did Atris ever mention me? You look different than your sisters. Do you have a name? What are you doing? Teach fighting moves. Yeah, we've exhausted the fighting moves. Why do you look different than your sisters? I know we've tried that before. I can't remember if that was an influence check or not.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something usually spoken of in the company of others.
So you have a different mother but the same father?
Yes, that is correct. I feel that I may trust you with such things, so I shall speak of it if you wish to hear it.
Yes, I would hear it.
Though my father's blood I share with my sisters, I wear the face of my mother. My father was Usanus, an Ichani general.
Usanus was a hero of the Mandalorian Wars, one of the greatest? Interesting.
He left our family to serve in the Mandalorian Wars, but his choice was not because of battle. He went to join my mother, one whose movements and spirit matched his. His only desire was that they fight together, side by side, for as long as there were enemies amassed against them.
If your face is any indication, she must have been... She's not a Twi'lek, but do we flirt with her?
I never saw her face, and she did not return from the final battle of the war. She died in the battle that shattered Malachor 5, and her body was never recovered. My father returned from the Mandalorian Wars, and did not enter battle again. He entered politics, a caste where one's battles are fought through words rather than action.
Sounds exciting. So what happened to him?
He was slain by Revan in the Jedi Civil War. When Revan sought to destabilize the Ichani worlds, Revan succeeded. The fact that our father chose battle is not shameful, but that is not the reason he went to war. He went to war to be with the one he loved, but not the one he had pledged himself to. He was disloyal. I am the mark of that disloyalty. It is said that such things run in the blood, and I have fought long to prove that this is not so. That is why I am different from my sisters. Yet I am pledged to them, and Atris, and I would die before betraying them. I tell you this in trust, and ask that you not speak of it to others. I only wish you to know.
Well, about that betrayal thing, Atris might disagree with you. Maybe.
Because when my father returned from the Mandalorian Wars, he walked as you do now. There was something wounded inside him. He did not speak of what had happened there, and with us he was silent, changed. When I look upon you, I see in you an answer to a question I have searched for all my life, and that is why I tell you this now. I do not believe you to be the monster Atris made you out to be. I believe your choice was my father's choice, and it was just as difficult.
I'm not sure I understand. That would be if I'm playing the game. I go with 1, but I'm so intrigued by the answer to that one.
Malachor 5 is the place where I lost my mother and my father, but it was their choice to fight the Mandalorians and to die there if Malachor was to be their grave. I know it is difficult for others to see why I am here, but it was important that you know one of the reasons, and know that it is not simply duty that I am here, but because I want to be here. I want to fight with you side by side for as long as there are enemies that threaten you. You are a leader. Your stance, your every action proves it.
I'm grateful for your words and for your assistance, or I will accept your pledge. This one.
You honor me, exile. Together, then. You may ask.
There was really... Do you have a name?
Before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do. It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value in Atris's service, not in myself.
You still can't break that one. At some point, we're going to have to. They don't leave that there unless you can get the answer to that question at some point, somehow, some way. It's just how, right? Maybe I'm just like thinking about it too hard. Yeah, like that's the first time I've ever done that. But you know that somehow, some way, that's going to be there.
We all have value in our oaths to others and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've done this one before. I'll go. Damn and blast. I mean, we knew that was probably going to happen, right? Because she responds well to light side stuff. So if you're gaining influence, you're going light side, but you gotta drag her dark side. Is what it is, right? We'll probably do a good job of that on Onderon. I'm not too worried long term. Just it's more of a short term thing. It's like, you kind of have to. If you're playing the game, you kind of have to have that happen, right? So, anyway, hi.
You are spending time with the servant of Atris.
You know, you keep bitching about this. I'm surprised you know so much when you never leave this room.
I knew her mother. She was a Jedi Knight, a master, named Aaron Kai. Jedi are forbidden to have children, and when the crime finally came to light almost a decade later, Kai was exiled. She joined the Mandalorian Wars after the shame of her birth was revealed.
Interesting. How do you know that? The Handmaiden told me not to speak of it.
Revan welcomed her, and she was said to be a skilled warrior, beautiful and strong in the Force. The Force flows strongly in the blood of those born from Force sensitives. I doubt that Aaron was any different. If the servant of Atris is of her blood, then the potential lies within her. If you train her, if you teach her the ways of the Jedi, you will be asking her to break her oath to Atris. It would be best not to train her, and let the bloodline die with Telos.
We've done this before. This is strange. It feels like I'm triggering things at wrong times and then re-triggering them again at the right times, or I don't quite know. And you said teach her the ways, because I remember this.
Ah, that was an interesting choice of words indeed. She has sworn not to follow the path of the Jedi by her oath, but even that oath is limited. One does not need to be Jedi to learn the ways of the Force. I suspect it cares little for our codes and philosophies.
Okay. But there's only Jedi and Sith? You're proposing to teach her the ways of the Sith, but shouldn't she know her heritage?
Should she? By whose judgment should such truths be revealed? I do not have such arrogant presumptions. The Jedi separate children from their parents as they did you. It is because family exerts a powerful influence on one's development. I am merely saying that revealing such things can have profound consequences, nothing more.
Okay. How could I train her then?
You must train yourself first. The time will reveal itself. Yet if you persist as you have, building her trust, then you will be training her, whether you know it or not, until the choice is hers, not yours.
Yes, well, I think we got there.
Before you continue questioning me, I hope your thoughts in the matter concerning this servant of Atris are clear. Spend time with her if you must, but recognize where your true loyalties lie, to the galaxy and yourself.
I assume I must have had an influence trigger with her. That's about the only... the Handmaiden, I mean. It's the only thing that makes sense, because we've done this chat before, right? I remember this particular show. I remember the choices. Even if I don't remember the dialogue leading to them, I remember some of the choices.
Ah, so then perhaps I was mistaken in my judgment. Never have you wondered what it would mean in the Ichani rituals if the two of you sparred and fought, and you won, completely and utterly? If perhaps she would give in, surrender herself to you? Few are the thoughts that can hide in the shadows of your mind. Exile. And such passions are not strength, but erosion.
I don't know. The Sith Code seems to think that passion and strength are intertwined, but... Let's see. Perhaps or perhaps not. We shall see.
I cannot help but hear you at times, and such curious thoughts they are, not at all like a Jedi. But I shall keep such thoughts to myself, I think. And you should as well.
That's it? You don't want to talk about anything else?
Yes. Have you come with questions?
I have to take the crystal out. Wish to learn about lightsaber combat?
Very well.
We haven't done this yet. Okay, we found something new. Yay!
If you travel with us, Blinded One, then you shall work for your passage on this vessel. Your lightsaber, give it to me.
I shall die before it passes from my hands.
Your lightsaber, give it to me.
The crystal I took from the condensed mist sunk.
It is adequate. You are young, your energy for such things surpasses mine, and your skill is enough that you may teach him the basics of the weapon. There is much that he has forgotten.
There's only so much I can teach him.
That fact did not escape me. Now, try to kill her with the single blade. Use no other Force technique, no items, merely the blade.
Why the single hand?
Because you may not always have your right hand. Now, do it.
Well... She's not wrong. Hey, wait a minute. You have your right hand. I love when I throw a super kick there. And the flip-de-doo. You can't forget the flip-de-doo. Nice big... I think that was a crit there. mix it up a little bit. It is a nice... Hey, wait a minute. I can't use any abilities, but she can. Wait a minute. I'm doing this wrong. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Sometimes you need to get the right thing in. Things I don't do, you don't have to do very often. Oh, super kick. I have better super kick than you.
Now do it with 2 weapons, one in each hand. Again, no items, no force powers. Let us see what you can do when your hands and mind are divided. No force techniques other than weapon skill. Let it flow through you. Let the force fill the cracks in your spirit.
Oh, I was going to ask if I had 2 weapons, but apparently now I do. Wait, I don't get healed between fights? That's annoying. Now, I remember getting this tip a long while ago. Was it flurry was the was the right one to... Because there were of the 3 types of saber you could have, the single blade, the dual blade, and the dual wield. Each one of these, and I probably have to go all the way back to like goddamn, probably back in the 20s somewhere, right? To figure out what the best one was for each. I want to say flurry was the one for... It's either flurry or critical strike was the best one for the double... The double wield. Pretty sure power attack was the one that best fit with the single blade. Or maybe it was either the single or the double blade. And then the crit I wanted to say was the one for the double blade, but... Anyway.
Now, divest yourself of your weapons. You, blinded one, you will keep yours. Let us see what you can do when you have no weapons left to you. Now, attack her.
I still can't get a heal in? That's gonna make it, difficult.
A weakness is revealed.
Might want to use a level up here. As I get the feeling it's important to pass this one. And I got levels to burn. Probably. Most assuredly. What's the worst I can't screw it up that bad, right? Okay. What do you recommend? On stealth. You know what I say to you? Alright. You couldn't see me flip off the recommended. Let's put 1 in computer use, 1 in awareness, 1 in persuade, 1 in treat injury, and we've got 1 more to burn? 2 in computer use. And since we're struggling with our buddy, T3. Feats, the recommended feat is stealth run. I know that. Why'd I ask? We don't like stealth run, because it's stealth. No one likes stealth. This one will trigger automatically, so I'm not worried. Right, so. Improved dueling. And there's one-handed web plus 2 to attack and to defense. Oh, we don't have Master Toughness yet! Oh! Well, that's just poor on my part. So Master Toughness, or dueling, you can do, I was going to call it CQC, but it's just close combat. Master Toughness. I can make more use of Master Toughness. It's one I like. Powers. Now, you recommend Disable Droid? Force Scream, the old Re. What have we got that I like here? We got Master Heal, we got Night Speed. Or Master Speed, yes, sorry. Energy Resistance. I like that one. Slow Affliction. Not a clothing brand. It wasn't a clothing brand at this point, was it? Do that. We can do Death Field. That sounds exciting. Targets all enemies in a 10-meter drain life to heal the Jedi. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Oh, the hair herder is healed by the equivalent of the most damage to any single enemy. Ah, interesting. And that was Mind Trick. Eh. I like Death Field. That sounds fun. Oh yeah, see, we got plenty for another level up, so yeah. What was I worried about, right? And actually, the Master Toughness is going to help as well, because it'll take some points off the top for the damage I'm getting as well. So it's going to make the fight easier. Well, it ain't going to make it faster. I never said faster, I just said easier.
It is enough. There is nothing more for me to teach you. You know as much of battle as I.
Oh, I could have left and come back, I guess? Very well. You've gained finesse lightsabers. And received 1,000 XP.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Can you teach me more about the Force?
Very well. What is it that drives you?
Let's see. What more of these can we get? About the Force forms? Before, when I heard thoughts of my companions, I heard something like an echo. Ooh, I'd rather follow this up.
Ah, I had wondered if... But your powers are strong indeed. There are places in the galaxy, strong in the Force, light, dark. They are born in places teeming with life, and in places that are filled with death. Worlds whose surfaces are graveyards, whose screams echo through the Force. It is possible for war, for men to give birth to such places, to leave wounds on the galaxy itself. What you heard was the echo of the past, and it travels still.
But what is it? I don't want to hear anymore. It's familiar. It's like it's inside me somehow. Oh, this is Malachor related, isn't it?
The answer will come to you in time. It must. When there is nothing more that you may learn from me, when the ruins of your past have been cleared away and I am no more, then you shall know what it is. And if you do not, then the galaxy shall die, and all my hopes for you will have been for nothing.
Well, that's comforting. I had other questions, though.
Ask, and I will answer.
I want to ask you about the duels. Oh, yay, we got another new question. So, I want to ask you about the duels with Visas.
What of them?
You aren't just training me or testing her?
Perhaps. There is truth in what the servant of Atris says. Much may be communicated in the motions of battle. It is a picture, a dance against someone trying to describe that motion.
And what? Yeah, I was going to ask, what have you learned?
I have learned that we do not need to kill her. But if we want one that has truly fallen to the dark side, we should look elsewhere for our allies. I believe she should serve our purposes. She is the doorway that may lead us to her lord if it proves necessary, or bring him to us.
Wait, is that why you tolerate the Handmaiden's presence, because she's a doorway to Atris? I like having points and awareness.
You will learn quickly, perhaps. The blinded one is more of an unknown quality, however.
And you want to use her?
That is what I said, and I will gladly turn any such blade pointed at us and send it stabbing into the heart against anyone who dares to harm you.
Then we shall keep her on board, as you suggest.
It is good we see this in the same perspective. There are many among the Jedi who would openly object to such things.
Let's see if we have other questions we can ask her.
Ask, and I will answer.
And some questions about Cancel cast. Yeah, how come Matrix never mentioned you? Can you tell me about the crystal?
That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it acquires its character and strength, and through it, your power is enhanced. Let me focus on the crystal for a moment. There, now it is fully in tune with you again. Is there something else you wished?
No, we didn't have it, They don't have to unload it. Well, I guess it helps see the comparison. Oh well. Alright, I'm good. Gained and lost the crystal. And don't even have the damn thing equipped anymore. Ah, god damn it. Took the crystal out of my goddamn lightsaber. Alright, well, I guess we gotta... Street energy. There we go. Charisma, dexterity, strength. I'm not sure if I've still got any of the... I might still have from a previous episode. I know I saved them as JPEG files to splice in, so I just wonder if we might have... the comparison, I guess, for the left. And a comparison for the right. Okay. Do I have anything? No, I don't have any, lenses. Any, I have the improved deflection emitter. But, okay, so, yeah, no, that's good. And the, energy cell. Oh, that's the only energy cell I have. I don't have a lot of parts, do I? Have any, besides the Opila crystal? 1 to 12 damage on critical hits. We have plus damage in attack. Dexterity, damage, and regenerate force points can only be used by Dark Jedi. Oh, Kajoni crystal. Right. We talked about that. No, I think I'm reasonably happy with it. Talk them to death achievement unlocked? The hell? Have persuasion over 30. Ah! Very good. I guess with the, with this. So, must have... The crystal. Anyway. And this one was mine, so I don't know. Can we, yeah, we can do Mandalor's armor and upgrade that one. Because I was asking about that one earlier. So we can add heat shielding, armor plating, ablative plating, 10 energy, but minus 1 dexterity. What dexterity does he have anyway? Just a straight defense bonus, and dexterity. Oh, with a minus... Oh. See, that seems good, except for the minus on the attack modifier. I almost prefer to try that. See how that goes. And what have I got on... Oops, cancel. What have I got in there? Oh, 10 physical. Ballistic shielding Mark 1. So we can have... immunity attribute damage. What the hell does that mean? Constitution and Strength 2. Sounds nice. I don't know what that means. I might actually look that up. What's that one? KOTOR 2. Immunity attribute damage. That's terrifying when I can type immute and it says immunity attribute damage. As if everybody else has that question. So, the first result from Google is the Obsidian Forums from 2005. It means nobody can damage your attribute scores. And there are certain weapons in the game that may lower your attribute scores if they succeed in hitting you. This feat negates it. Attribute damage is not a very common occurrence, so I'd recommend you don't bother with the immunity. I don't know, but it comes with the 20 immunity. The 20 immunity versus energy, which can be handy. I mean, when you consider, right, that immunity to 20% of energy damage. I mean, considering I'm going to be dealing with like guys with blasters and guys with lightsabers, if you could shave 20% of that off the top, right? If Darth Sion hits you for 40 points, it's going to hit you for 40 points, let's say. Take 8 points of that off the top. Just immune to that, right? I don't know what the rest of the... I mean, I really got to find where the dice rolls are in all this, right? But something like that, that's handy. Okay, we've talked to everyone. Why do you have your shield on? It's because of the upgrade I just gave you. And now you're just glowing. Nope, Kreia can't teleport. Just thought I'd ask. That looks weird. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because it looks wonky, but... it's like a three-legged donkey. Alright! So I think what we can do is quick save first. And again, because I'm not playing 2 games with quick saves right now, it's very easy for me to remember. It's F4. Because right now, as I mentioned last episode, we've got this on Tuesdays. We've got Wide Open Wednesday featuring Need for Speed Underground 2, racing around in a Ford Focus, as you would expect me to be racing around in a Ford. And what else is there? Oh yes, Thursday, Friday is StarCraft. I think right around now, we're either just finishing up. I think we're just starting the Brood War Terran campaign. Just finished up the Protoss Brood War campaign, including little bonus videos in there. We're going to do the Terran Brood War campaign now, and then Zerg is the last one. So if you got any dog in the fight there, got at least one campaign for you. Going all the way back to StarCraft 1 in case you want to see me playing StarCraft as well. So anyway, actually the last video, it's probably not last in the playlist, but the last video I did for the Protoss was 30. I haven't edited it or put it up yet, but 31.5 we'll call it, because there's 2 ways to do the 6th mission of the Protoss campaign in Brood War. And so I did another one with the way I didn't do the first time. I'm biased, of course, but I almost think that I look competent in that video. So anyway, we are here. We have to go back here to Dxun. Hopefully no one tries to shoot us down between now and then. I just jinxed it. We're all dead. I suppose that's why I quick saved it, right? That's actually a very pretty scene. 15-year-old game or not, a pretty cool way of doing it. And you have to admit, that wipe, that is just pure Lucas, right? I keep waiting for something bad to happen in between those 2 scenes, right? No orbit, just straight to atmosphere. Low atmosphere. They got a landing pad for us at the camp. Hey, at least this time we're not crashing, right? I guess out by the waterfall is the only place where we can find a spot for us to park. Alright. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your time aboard Air Atten. And we can. Alright, I was gonna ask, is it gonna let me have a say in the matter? So let's bring along Mandalore. I think you kinda have to. We bring along Atten as well. We bring along HK. Need influence with both. Bring along Atten. Glad to see the weather's improved. Hello, guide.
Ready to head back to camp. Give the word and I'll take you there.
Alright, let's go.
Follow me then.
You received my message then. Colonel Tobin contacted us. He arranged safe passage to Onderon for you, but I don't know if his offer still stands.
Well, Oh. All very interesting. Oh, everyone's here. The whole gang's here. So what did Tobin say he wanted?
He said he wanted a meeting with you on Isis, that it was urgent, and that you'd know what it was about. But things have changed. This morning, General Vaklu met with the Council of Lords and pronounced the Queen guilty of treason. He'll be made regent if Talia and her royal guard are defeated. The military support is evenly divided. Isis has fallen into civil war.
Yeah, that's interesting. I thought they had some reasonable... I said, why do we get rid of all the damn captains, though, if it's evenly divided? Thought we were supposed to do that to try and get the upper hand. Anyway, I believe that's been their plan all along.
The war is part of their plans? Then perhaps his invitation is still valid. There is a great deal of chaos on the streets of Isis, but I can try to contact Colonel Tobin. We can talk to him via satellite on Isis. I'll contact him now.
Satellite, how quaint.
It is good to see you. We tried to delay the war as long as possible, to give you enough time to receive our message and get here. But the Sith could only be delayed for so long. Still, your arrival is timely. The war goes well, but victory is not yet certain. Much of the city is under our control, but we still need to wrest the merchant quarter from Queen Talia's forces. We need you to spearhead the assault on the merchant quarter and the attack on the royal palace. But we also need you to tend to the Sith Lord's forces.
Okay, that's interesting. He's got us double-crossing them. He's doing the double-crossing, and we're the tool for which the double-cross is being executed. Also, that's a big blaster. Compensating for much. So where are the Sith located?
The Sith Lord has been using an ancient tomb on Dxun as their base in the system. That tomb isn't too far from your encampment. You need to assemble a group that can eliminate the Sith at the tomb. We'll coordinate with Kelborn when you're ready to strike. After they're attacked there, the Sith will turn on us. So we'll need you here with us. You'll have to divide your forces. We need your skills on the planet. You should select someone you trust to lead the group to attack the Sith camp.
Why... Okay. Can you tell me of the tomb, then?
I'm no historian, but I think it's the tomb of an ancient leader. In any event, it doesn't matter. Eliminating the Sith there and stopping whatever they are doing is all that's important. The battle rages nearby. Find some sort of transport to the merchant quarter. General Vaklu will meet you personally when you arrive.
Oh, I've gone up in the world.
The Colonel has transmitted the tomb's coordinates, and I've got a strike force of Mandalorians ready to go. We will send the strike force with you to clear a path through the jungle. Who will lead that expedition?
Okay, now that is a good question. Man, I never thought I'd complain about having too many comments, but... Free and Nad, that's who it is. Had to go back a long way. A week. I guess 3 or 4 for you guys. But I had 3 for you guys. Matt Gallen with that helpful info there. Sorry. Yes, so that is who... Man, I don't know who we should send. Is there a right choice? Dumb question. Of course there's a right choice. I feel as though... Man, I don't know. Okay. I would have said HK would have been the right choice. Personally, if you'd given me HK or Hanhar, I would have sent there. I just, in my opinion, they're the ones that could have handled that as leaders. I feel as though they are the ones that, or at least as heavies, right? So, I don't know. I'm thinking. Now, Atten has taken down Jedi before, right? So... But Visas does have a lightsaber. So does the Handmaiden. I'm thinking. Let's let Visas... I don't know if I'd bring Visas with me. I'm less inclined to think... The Handmaiden would just make that... Not the Handmaiden. What's his name? What's her name? Kreia. Kreia would make whichever side completely OP. So I'm thinking... I'm hemming and hawing a lot here, I feel. It's just like I'm weighing the positives in my head. Like, Atten... do we have to control? Because if we have to control, I think I can live with whoever I send, right? But if I don't have to control, then that changes things slightly. If we send like Visas and the Handmaiden and someone else that way, I take Kreia. Yeah, let's say the Handmaiden can lead the task.
I will do what you ask of me.
You should send 2 others to go with the leader. Who else will accompany the expedition?
Oh, I can't choose Kreia or Atten at this point. Interesting. Maybe they have to come with me. Maybe one of them has to come with me. We will send... Yeah, HK would be an ideal choice for this one.
Not the most subtle choice. And who else?
And I don't think... Atten would probably be... send Mandalore. I'd rather Mandalore come with me. Yeah, let's send Atten because I think he can... No, I sent a gunner with HK. Shit. I couldn't pick Atten first. I didn't... Yeah. Yeah, let's send Visas. Get some frontline there. Nah, Hanhar. Hanhar's been doing really good. But he doesn't have the heals. Shit. Do you send Visas or do you send Hanhar? Oh, I'm so... I'm second guessing my choice of HK now. So if I had sent Atten, I would probably send... Yeah, it's gotta be... I should have sent Visas. It would have made the rest of the choices so easy. Yeah, I'd send Visas.
Very well. Now are you certain of your choices?
Not really, no. No.
All right. Let's...
We send... the Handmaiden, Visas, and Atten. I think that's a good call.
I will do what...
You should send 2...
Handmaiden, Atten.
If you say so. And who else?
And then we'll send Visas.
Very well. Now are you certain of your choices?
I'm fairly certain they can cover what needs to be covered off. HK's a good killing machine, but if they need to do anything involving demolitions or security or computers, then Atten would need to come in, right? Or is HK... No, god damn it! I wish I paid more attention to everything. No, I'm fairly certain this is the right call. Yeah, I think this is a good crew. I like it.
Mandalorian warriors will go with you to find the enemy camp. Just let me know when you want to head out. If you need supplies, talk with Kex. After you get into the jungle, you might not have another opportunity to stock up. Let me know if you want to go now.
I still have things to take care of.
Our numbers swell.
I was gonna say I guess everyone's here now. Well, alright, I guess we could start this at the next episode after everyone tells me in the comments how badly I screwed this all up. So.
Mandalore will gather the scattered clans. We will triumph.
You don't shut up, do you? Oh, hey, can we do the battle circle? I still think Kreia going to, what's it called? The, Hey, Braylor, you just hanging out?
Though General Vaklu commands the loyalty of many officers and troops, the majority of troops support the Queen, but the Sith change everything. Because of their aid, Vaklu stands poised to win this war. Even if Vaklu is successful in usurping Queen Talia, in the long run, alliances with the Sith never end well.
Yeah, well. It is what it is, right? You guys all just have things to... No, you're not important. I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to call it a day then. And we'll come back next time and we'll start attacking things. Temple of Tomb of Friedenad or the Temple of Friedenad or whatever the hell it is. And,
Our numbers swell.
Oh, shut up. I was going to say, what I wanted to was close this on a family portrait. If I just come around this way and just come back and look this way, can we get everyone in for a family photo? Yeah, because... There we go. And now you can see everyone. Family photo time, right? Anyway, that'll do it for this episode of KOTOR 2. Next time out, we see how badly I screwed up choosing teams. I don't think it's a bad team. I don't think... If I could have picked Kreia to go with them, I think it would have been... a lot easier to just pick 1, 2, and 3, and then I could have, gone with... if we'd gone Atten, Handmaiden, and Kreia, I would have probably gone with Visas and Mandalore, or Visas and HK. And we would have handled things on the planet. How would I pause it? Let's say. I don't know. You know what? Doesn't matter. We're all good. Hopefully, I didn't screw this up too badly, but we'll find out next time on KOTOR 2. I think... hang on. Let me check the calendar. Very quickly. I think... Easter Monday I got booked for a dub shot. So, yeah. So, this would be... Yeah, no, for sure. This is, the 16th, so next Monday coming back. There we go. Should have done that sooner. Next Monday, come back. And hit like for KOTOR 2. Yeah. Next week. Yeah, drop a like for that. Yes, I'm still turning into one of those YouTubers. Anyway, until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media. Follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on air. And that's for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. Don't forget you can check out more KOTOR 2 in the playlist. It's on the screen in the description down below. And more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.